Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my year 4 kids. So for today's class, we are going to learn the same topic, which is Unit 5, Eating Right. Okay, before we start our class, I hope you can recite dua yourself first. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so we are going to recap on our previous lesson, or we will revise our previous lesson. Okay, the first one is uncountable versus countable nouns. As you know, uncountable is the thing that you cannot count, can't count, tak boleh kira. Whereas countable nouns is the noun that you can count. Okay, so the quantifier words is words that support the uncountable nouns. For example, much, some, okay? Or collective noun. So for the nouns that you cannot count, the quantifier words are much, some, or you can use collective noun. A packet of sugar, a bowl of soup, a can of soda. But for the nouns that you can count, the quantifier words are many, some, a few. For example, there are many apples in the fridge. Ada banyak buah apple dalam peti ais. Okay? Or you want to say, there are a few apples in the fridge. Okay, nak cakap yang ada beberapa apple dalam peti ais. There are some apples in the fridge. Okay, nak cakap yang ada beberapa apple dalam peti ais. But for the uncountable, benda yang tak boleh dikira, we have to use much. For example, sugar, flour. There isn't much flour in the kitchen. There isn't much drinking water in that bottle, for example. Okay, you have to remember that the word much is only used for uncountable nouns. And the word many is used only for countable nouns. Misalnya ada tengok beberapa orang yang masih salah lagi buat. Many dibuat dekat uncountable nouns, much dibuat dekat countable nouns. So you have to look at the nouns. Tengok perkataan nouns tu sama ada nouns tu boleh dikira ataupun tidak boleh dikira. Okay, so this is just a recap. Next. Okay, what if the word any any? Any ni maksud dia beberapa. Contohnya, any. It is used for negative statement. Any can be used in uncountable or countable nouns. Dua-dua boleh. Benda yang boleh dikira ataupun benda yang tidak boleh dikira. So, for example, negative statement. When I say negative statement, ada perkataan not, isn't. For example, there aren't, there isn't, I don't have, or this is the next types lah. Ada examples selain daripada negative statement kat sini. So, is there any fruit juice in the fridge? Ada tak beberapa? Ada tak? Any ni beberapa. So, any ada tak lagi ada. Ada. The words any means ada. Are there any peoples at the school? Ada tak lagi beberapa orang pelajar dekat sekolah? Kan fruit juice ni you cannot count. But peoples you can count, right? So, kalau ditanya soalan, is there any fruit juice? Bukan, is there much fruit juice? Salah. Are there many peoples at the school now? Pun tak boleh juga. You have to use the word any. Or negative statement. Ada perkataan not. There aren't any sweets. Dia nak cakap yang dah tak ada gula-gula lagi dekat dalam jar bekas tu. There isn't any money left in my pocket. Nak cakap yang dah tak ada duit dalam pocket. Okay. So, inilah penggunaan any. You have to remember any. Usually, it is used for negative statement. Whereas kalau tengok positive statement, dia tak ada perkataan not. There are some sweets left in the jar. Ataupun there is too much soup in the bowl. Nak cakap yang ada banyak soup in the bowl. Okay? So inilah perkataan yang positif. Dia tak ada perkataan not. Okay, let's move on to our... before we start our next lesson, I want you to do this activity, okay? If you have a printer, you can print. But if you don't have, you have to copy and write in your exercise book. Okay? So, let's look at this. How much? When you say much here, it is referred to uncountable nouns, perkataan yang tidak boleh dikira. When you see the word many, it is referred to countable nouns. So you have to look here lah. Milk, is it uncountable or countable? Uncountable, right? So you put, how much milk do you drink every day? So let's look at lemonade. What is lemonade? Lemonade is also a type of drink made from lemon. Okay, this salah satu contoh air yang diperbuat daripada lemon. So, of course, we use much because it is uncountable nouns, right? So, how much lemonade do you drink every day? So, you write back the sentence here. Okay, I will give this exercise in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so let's move on to our next lesson. Now, please open your textbook, page 55. Okay, let's read Tony's diaries on what he eat yesterday. Dia bila perkataan yesterday, automatic the essay is in past tense. Okay, past tense means the verb. Kata kerja dia ataupun verb to be ataupun verb to have mesti terus kepada past tense. Perkataan past tense sebab benda yang sudah berlaku. Okay, look at here. Yesterday, I had a bowl of cereal with milk for breakfast. Okay? Yesterday, semalam, I had a bowl. Okay, perkataan dia sebenarnya I have. Tapi I have untuk present tense. Bila dia kata bila dia cakap yesterday, automatic. Essay ni jadi dalam bentuk past tense, benda yang sudah berlaku. Sebab tu perkataan dia jadi had. So, yesterday, I had a bowl of cereal with milk for breakfast. For lunch, I had meat and salad. Or you want to put, I had some meat and salad. After school, I played football for 1 hour. Okay, tengok verb kat sini sebab past tense, verb tu ditambah ed. Ada perkataan verb boleh tambah ed, ada perkataan verb tak boleh. So you have to check dekat kamus. Kalau tak ada, check dekat internet je. Nanti misalnya tunjuk macam mana. Okay, next. In the afternoon, I had a bowl of fruit salad. For dinner, I had a plate of pasta with vegetables. I had some ice cream for dessert. At night, I slept. Look here, sleep. Tukar dia punya verb jadi slept sebab past tense. Slept for 10 hours. Yesterday was a healthy day. Okay, so what your work that you have to do is, okay, so you have to read the essay again and then write the correct answer. What Tony had for breakfast. Look, what he had for breakfast. For example, he had a bowl of cereal. So you put here a bowl of cereal with milk for lunch. Okay, easy, right? So this one I have read. You have to read this. And then this is essay page 55. So what I want you to do is I want you to write your own activity yesterday and write an essay about it. Okay, the template is here. So basically, this is your work. Okay? So what you have to do is write your activity yesterday. Next, write a full essay. Listen, if you don't have a printer, you have to copy this table and write it in your exercise book. Okay, for example, what you had for breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, and your activity of the day. Type of food. How much food do you had? How much you had? This one is only for activity. Okay. So, for example, this one. This is my activity, Miss Hannah's activity yesterday. So for breakfast, I had fresh milk. So I put a carton of fresh milk. Or you want to put, tak nak lah susu kan? You want to put apa? Milo. Okay? Just put here Milo. Milo, for example. So, a cup of Milo. Satu cawan. A cup of Milo. Okay, easy, right? So you just change based on what you had for breakfast yesterday. Or you have oat, orange, apple, whatever you had. Fried rice. Apa lagi? Makanan nasi lemak if you want to put. Okay, for lunch, what do you had for lunch? Chicken, meat, pasta. What do you have? Mee, soup, chicken soup. You can have whatever you want. So, whatever you had lah yesterday kan? So you put how much food do you had? So some chicken, some meat, a bowl of soup, for example. Okay, snack, I had chocolate and cake. So a bar of chocolate, a piece of cake. You can have whatever you want. For dinner, what do you have? Right here. And then the activity. I had exercise yesterday for exercise for how many hours? 1 hour. Put here 1 hour. Jogging for 30 minutes. If you do jogging, if you jog. If you study, you put how many times, how many hours do you study? If you sleep, how many hours do you sleep? Okay? And this is the example of my essay. Yesterday, I had a carton of milk and a cup of oat for breakfast. Then I also eat an orange for breakfast. For lunch, I had some meat and I drank a bottle of mineral water. In the evening, I jog. Nampak perkataan jog ni dia jadi past tense. For dinner, I had a plate of pasta. For snack, I had a bar of chocolate and a piece of cake. It was very delicious. At night, I slept for 6 hours. Okay? Ni semua perkataan essay ni semua dalam bentuk past tense sebab benda yang sudah berlaku. Okay, look here. How to make a sentence? Mesti ada perkataan SVO. Remember, subject, verb, object. So, subject dia I, saya. I had. Ni verb to have. So, tapi sebab past tense kita guna had lah. Tak kisah. She had, he had, they had. Tapi ni kan I kan. Jadi, I had a carton of milk and a cup of oat for breakfast. Object. Object dia apa? Okay, tengok. For lunch. For lunch ni kata hubung je. Dia tak termasuk sekali SVO. I had some meat. Some meat ni adalah dia punya object. Had adalah verb. I adalah subject dia. Okay, next. Tengok. I drank a bottle of mineral water. Subject, I. Verb, drank a bottle of mineral water. Oh, disebabkan perkataan, bentuk ayat ni kita buat dalam past tense. Sebab tu kena tukar verb dia daripada drink. Sepatutnya dia drink. I drink a bottle of mineral water. Ni sekarang saya tengah minum a bottle of mineral water. Tapi kalau saya sudah minum, I drank a bottle of mineral water. This is the example of the word that you have to change. Past tense dia. Ada perkataan past tense yang tambah ed. Ada perkataan verb yang kena tukar. So you have to look lah dekat internet. For example, so kalau macam ni awak pergi dekat internet ni cari dekat kamus kat internet drink. Okay, tengok drink ni present tense. Tengok perkataan past tense dia apa? Drank kat sini dia ada tulis. Drank ni maksudnya